I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but Pokemon ruined my childhood. I know what you're thinking. How could an innocent game about catching animals and forcing them to fight until they lose consciousness be bad? Okay, that sounds like the game is embracing animal cruelty. But I'm not here to complain about that.
So it ruined your childhood because you got too addicted to the game, right?
No, I did not get addicted at all. Here is my story. When I was a kid in Japan, I caught and played with many animals. What animals, you say? Well, I caught lizards, frogs, mantises, grasshoppers, and many more.
Insects? Gross! You were a weird kid.
Oh, kids these days. Let me tell you youngsters what kids used to do for fun. Before the time kids owned video games, they went outside to play. In Japan, a common thing to do was to catch animals and make them your pets. The most prized ones were rhino beetles and stag beetles, because they battle each other by pushing the opponent off the branch. It is a Japanese version of cockfight, except no blood is spilled. I did not do research on this, but I'm quite certain that sumo wrestling is inspired by beetles pushing each other off the stage. I'm also certain that some samurai helmet designs are inspired by the beetle's head. Rhino beetle is called kabutomushi. Kabuto means helmet, and mushi means bug. I mean, just look at some of the helmet designs. As you can see, beetles have big influence in Japanese culture. Now, I was a poor stupid kid with no internet. I really wanted a beetle of my own, but I had no idea how to catch one. They live up on the trees, so it's difficult to reach them. Even if I could climb like a monkey, they would just fly away. You could buy a beetle larva, but I did not have the money, so I did the next best thing. I caught whatever else I could with my friends. In Japan, there were a lot of garden lizards and mantises. Now, they do not fight each other like the beetles, but I still enjoyed having them as pets. Beggars can't be choosers. My friends and I spent hours searching, stalking, and catching them. This was a typical afternoon activity for me from grade 1 to grade 3. Those were the greatest years of my life. And I would have kept doing it if it weren't for the cursed Pokemon games. Yes, you guessed it. All my friends stopped catching real animals and started catching virtual ones. Soon after the game was released, I found myself playing alone. I tried to get them to play outside, but they just wanted to stay indoors. I just couldn't understand it. You tell me which one sounds more awesome. Charmander has smooth orange skin with a tail that's on fire. Lizard has brown scaly skin with a tail that can regenerate. Pikachu has soft yellow skin and a cute face that packs an electric punch. Mantis has hard green exoskeleton and a triangle face that grabs its prey with spiky arms. Which ones sound better to you? Obviously the lizard and the mantis. Duh! The cold digital display of Pokemon could not replace the scaly and spiky touch of animals. I despised Pokemon. I was certain that Satoshi, the creator of Pokemon, made a video game based on my hobby. What are the chances that one of the 3 starter Pokemon is Charmander, which is called Hitokage? In Japanese, it translates to fire lizard. Lizard, my starter pet! Without a doubt, Satoshi spied on me to figure out what kids love to play. He definitely did not come up with the idea from his own childhood hobby. Despite my friends persuading me to play Pokemon with them, I kept playing outside by myself. Oh, it was so lonely, but I kept at it. Nothing could break my conviction. Until I gave in to peer pressure. I got my first video game, Pokemon Yellow, whole 2 years after my friends got Pokemon Red and Green. For an elementary school kid, 2 years was like an eternity. So basically, I resisted playing Pokemon for an eternity. At the beginning, I hated myself for playing something I despised. But I've come to love the game. At one point, my Pokemons eventually became the strongest in my class.
Wait, I thought you hated the game for ruining your childhood. Aren't you flip-flopping?
Yes, I flip-flopped. But I was only a kid. Kids playing indoors has been common for years. You probably heard of your parents or grandparents telling you about playing outside in one of their back in my day kind of stories. I just wanted to share my experience when the activities were transitioning from indoor to outdoor. Also, I hope you learned something new about the Japanese culture and found it interesting. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. If I get 20 likes, I will make another video. You didn't think I forgot about Pokemon Go, did you? I got a rant about Pokemon Go. When it came out, I thought it was really dumb. All the things that made original Pokemon superior to catching real animals were not included in Pokemon Go. You can't teach them moves and battle them strategically with elemental strengths and weaknesses. You are going outside just to catch virtual animals that are confined in your phone display. Then why not go outside to catch real animals? This is just like the Simpsons joke when Marge asks Bart to do yard work. But Bart would much rather play Yard Work Simulator. Hey, I got a question for you. When I was talking about the Beatles, did you think of the game Metabots? For anyone younger than 30, let me explain. Metabots were basically like Pokemon, except with robots. If you look at the design of the two main robots, you can clearly see that they are inspired by a rhino beetle and a stag beetle. Please comment if you know about Metabots, so I wouldn't feel so old.